Most men think of their metabolism as one singular thing, a number, a speed, a rate of burning calories. But your metabolism is actually the sum total of how well every system in your body is working together to turn all of the inputs, food, nutrients, oxygen, into outputs, energy, movement, repair. It's determined not just by your thyroid, but by all hormones, organs, digestion, and your nervous system. All it takes is for one system to be underperforming and everything else is dragged down with it, which means fat loss is slower, muscle growth is harder, energy levels crash faster, and motivation just isn't there like it used to be. You can be doing all of the right things, eating well, training consistently, taking all of the supplements under the sun, and still see little or no change at all. Because if the systems that drive your metabolism aren't functioning at their best, everything you do is working against resistance. Now, most men will go to their doctor, get a basic blood test, and get told everything is fine. You're within normal ranges. But those normal ranges you're being compared to are based on the average of the general population, which today is made up of overweight, medicated, metabolically unhealthy men. Normal doesn't mean optimal. Normal doesn't mean healthy. It just means you're not yet sick enough for medication. Those basic blood tests only look at a handful of markers. They're not looking at the whole picture or connecting the dots between your hormones, organs, nutrient levels, inflammatory markers, and gut health. That's why so many men are left frustrated, told they're fine, but feeling far from fine. By the time you hit 35, 40, 45, you've often accumulated years, maybe even decades of high stress, poor sleep, processed foods, alcohol, environmental toxins, sedentary hours at your desk, overtraining or undertraining, crash diets, and much more. So it's not your age causing the problem, it's the mileage, the years of cheap fuel, and the lack of any real MOT or service for your body. And without a proper look under the hood, these issues quietly chip away at the function of your body's key systems. Here's what most men don't realize. Every symptom you experience is a sign of dysfunction or an imbalance in one of your body's core systems. Low energy could be thyroid, adrenals, mitochondrial function. Low motivation could be testosterone, dopamine signaling, or inflammation. Stubborn belly fat could be cortisol dysregulation, insulin resistance, or poor liver function. Bloating and digestive issues could be gut health, gallbladder, or liver function too. Each system has its own level of function, but none of them work in isolation. When one system drops in performance, your overall performance drops. That's why fixing just one thing, like trying to boost your testosterone without addressing thyroid, gut, or stress hormones, rarely delivers lasting results. This is where the metabolic fingerprint comes in. Think of this as your body's scorecard. It measures the exact level of function within each individual system, hormones, organs, metabolic pathways, and it gives you an overall score for your entire body. A high score means your body is efficient, your metabolism is firing, your systems are in sync, and you're free from symptoms that slow you down. A low score, however, means there are dysfunctions, deficiencies, or imbalances that are putting up roadblocks, making fat loss, muscle growth, and peak performance way harder than it needs to be. When one part is underperforming, the whole score is reduced. That's why men with okay testosterone but poor gut health still feel tired. Or men with decent gym strength still can't lose fat because they are chronically stressed and chronically inflamed. Your metabolic fingerprint is the big picture. It's the missing link between what you're doing and the results you're actually getting. Once you know your score and exactly which systems are bringing it down, you can take precise action. No more guessing, no more wasting time on the wrong diet, wrong training plan, or supplements that don't work. That's how men over 35 start seeing results again. That's how they get their energy back, drop the stubborn fat, build muscle, and feel like themselves again. Like Martin, who at 65 had a fingerprint score of just 48% after years of stress, unresolved health issues, and deficiencies he knew nothing about. When we found out his gut health, liver function, and sex hormones were all low, he finally had direction and hope. 16 weeks later, Martin scored an incredible 94%. Leaner, stronger, and full of life. How does he feel? Well, the smile says it all. This is an almost identical story for hundreds of other men that we've worked with, like Dale, Andrew, Ben, Paul, and Lee. Men who all initially scored low on their metabolic fingerprint score, but when the issues were addressed head on, they finally got the results that had eluded them for years, even decades. So, if you can relate to any of these men, maybe you feel like things are slowing down for you, and maybe you're aware that there are symptoms appearing that weren't always there, then go to the description of this video and take our metabolic fingerprint assessment to gain instant insights into your body. It's a simple, free quiz that takes literally 3 to 5 minutes, and it will give you an individual score for each body system and your overall metabolic fingerprint score. And most importantly, it will show you exactly where to focus on to start turning things around. Click the link below, take the assessment, and find out your individual score, because once you can see where the root issues are, you can finally start getting to where you want to be. Please like, share, and leave a comment. And if you enjoy my content and you want to see more of it, then please hit subscribe, and I'll see you again very, very soon. For now, head over to the next video on circadian biology, which will show you all about the power light has to either optimize or destroy your health in ways most people completely miss.